Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days did bring in a new moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or dowager long withering out young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, with revelling.
I'll be busy, yes, I'll renown a duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus, what's the news with thee?
Full of vexation I come, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched her heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, being so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death, according to the law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father look, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall in my case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, shading faint him to the cold fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for I austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy grace a title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! Sure he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her, and to estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he. He's well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much. Into what Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come in, Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate to death, or to a vow of single life. With duty and desire, we follow you.
Now, my love, why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
The light for want of rain, which I could well obtain them from the tempest of my eyes.
Thy me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, well, to choose love through another's eyes.
And if there were a sympathy in choice, swore death and sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, as brief as the lightning in the colleen night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. How quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. So let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and sighs and dreams, wishes and tears for fancy's followers.
Good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And if thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, in the place thou hast appointed me tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
You promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Oh, Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair can unsay. Oh, Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. You know, sixteenths is catching over, but favor so yours. Would I catch fair Hermia ere I go? My ear should catch your voice, my eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. If the world were mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Yet your frowns will teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
The more, that my prayers can such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
What about your beauty? That fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Tomorrow, Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Oh, before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then when love and my grace do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven into a hell.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. When Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, from Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thus from Athens turn away our eyes. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lover's food tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy, or there some can be. Through Athens I was sold as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all he do know. And though he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, full in no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is when Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that were only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so dissolved in showers of oaths did melt. I will tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks. It is but a dear expense. But here in me, to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. Solid company here.
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day and night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, call forth your actors by the scroll.
Show us!
Spread yourselves.
Answer as I called you. Nick Bottom.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, my chief humor were for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and famous car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. That was lofty. Call forth the rest of the actors. This was Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flutes.
Here, pretty quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming.
That's so much. You may speak as small as you will.
Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monster's little voice. Thisbe, I Pyramus dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Oh, proceed.
Robin Starveling.
Here, Peter Prince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snouts.
Here, Peter Prince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, you the lion's part, and I hope here's a play fitted.
Do you have the lion's part written? I pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
I grant you, friends, that if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice. I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you as gently as any nightingale.
Play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day. A most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will do it.
Masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town by moonlight. There we shall rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw up a bill of properties such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
There we will meet, and we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, and do
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
Over hill, over dale, through a brush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, slicker than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone, our queen and all else come here and on.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon's passing fell in wrath, and she and her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the beloved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, are you not that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow? Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the villagery? Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I am a fat and bean-fed horse beguile. But room fair, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon, very forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give her bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as a revenge sucked up from the sea, contagious fogs which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne the continents. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debates, from our dissension. We are their parents and originals.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
The fairyland bites not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air at night full often hath she gossiped by my side and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the floods. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. For her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Ferry away, we will chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, so I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pug, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on the dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song? That very time I saw that thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid shall make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here, and the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll go around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia, the one I'll slay and the other slay? Thou told me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and woed within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw on you, hard-hearted Adam, and yet you draw on iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I will have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair, or do I not, in plain truth, tell you that I do not and cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you more. I am your spaniel, Demetrius, and the more you beat me, I will follow you. Use me, but as your spaniel, burn me, only give me the unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse or place might beckon your love in the high place respectfully to use, as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night dew when I see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor not this wood like worlds of company for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here within me?
I will not say thy questions, let me go. For if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Demetrius, you wrongs to set a scandal on my sex. We should not fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed. We were not made to woo. We make a habit of a hell. To die upon the hands I know so well.
Verily, love nymph, ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. I saw the flower there.
Aye, there it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox slips and the nodding violet grows. But over canopy with luscious woodbine and sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes so that the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on her. Affect it with some care so that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me thou ere the first cockcrow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, in a round on a fairy song. Sing me now sleep, and it's your office to let me rest.
Singing our sweet lullaby, la 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come my lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby.
What thou seest when thou dost dream, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest. It is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you fainted wandering in a wood, and to speak troth I have forgot our way. We'll rest here if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bed can rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, one throat.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so that two bosoms in one throat. And then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so for me I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride of Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lies further off in human modesty. Such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend, thy love ne'er alter till our sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, then here we'll rest him. Sleep give thee all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised of Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Cheryl, upon thy eyes I throw all the powers this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must not to Oberon.
Stay up, kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, do not hunt me thus!
Will other Hermia me do not so?
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath from this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy Hermia, wherever so she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, as so mine are often washed in hers. What wicked and disassembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's very eyne? But who is here? Lysander, on the ground, dead, or asleep. See no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena, I loved. Who would not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did ever, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flaunt my insufficiency. Good truth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, which such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. I must confess, I thought your lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
Sheep sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. So that my surfeit and my heresy have all be hated but the most of me, and to all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this growing serpent from my breast! I mean, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander! What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? And if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Well, then I will perceive that you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvelous and convenient place for our rehearsal.
Good Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By our Lincoln of Carolus fear, I believe we must leave the killing out in all this.
Not a whit. I have device to make all well. Write me a prologue that should seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom. This will put them out of their fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Let it be written in 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will the ladies not be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in God shield us. A lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not more wild fowl than the lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that she is not a lion.
Nay, we must name his name. And speaking thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I wish you, or I request you, or I entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come forth as a lion, it were a pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. And then, indeed, let him name his name and tell him plainly that he is, snug.
Well, it shall be so, but there's 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into a chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, you know, meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine at night and play our play?
A calendar. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then we shall leave a casement in the great chamber window where we will play open, and the moon may shine through the casement.
Aye. Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he is to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. Let him have some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through this cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here so near the cradle of the Fairy Queen? What a play toward! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, I, odious, savor sweet,
Odors?
odor, savor sweet, so hath thy breath my taste. But hark, a voice, stay thou here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus did e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you, for you must understand he goes with the same noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, immortal hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile and eke, most lovely Jew, as truest horse, that would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
9 is 2, man, why you must not speak like that? That demands Pyramus. Speak your part all at once, cues and all. Pyramus! Enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire!
As truest horse, that would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters!
This is to make me afeard.
Thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
Do you see? An ass head of your own.
Bless thee, bottom, thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To make me afeard. If they could. But I will not stir. Do what they can. I will walk up and down this place and I will sing. And then they will know that I am not afraid. The dorsal cock, so black of hue, with orange and tawny bill. The throstle, with his note so true. The wren, with little quill. Ha! Ha! Ha!
An angel wakes me from my flowery bed. I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ears as much enamored to thy note. So as mine eyes enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force doth move me. On the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. Yet, to say the truth, love and reason keep little company nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
It is not so. Yet, if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou pressed flowers doth sleep. Fairy!
Ready? Where shall we go?
And kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him apricots, dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Nod to him elves and do him courtesies. Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower. Tie my love's tongue, lead him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals who worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of their barren sort, whom Pyramus esteemed in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, while I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll fixed I on his head, when in the moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lodged the Athenians' eyes with the love juice? as I did bid thee do.
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, when he waked, of course she must be eyed.
Stay close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so, like breath so bitter on your bitter foe?
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him
I'd
me?
rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drives me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth, never be numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true, even for my sake! Durst thou looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? The brave touch could not a word, and added to so much. And added did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent never ever
You
stung.
spent your passions on a misprized moon. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow from depth that bankrupt sleep
Sorrow, oh, which now in some slight measure it will pay, for its tender here, I make some.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue, some true love turned and not a false turned true.
Then fate all rules, that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath upon oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou fine. I'll fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stay close, the noise they make might cause Demetrius to awake.
Then two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think I ruin store and store, and derision never come in tears? Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow suborn and nativity, all truth appears. Why should these things in me seem scorned to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Oh, devil to leave by these other Hermians! You give her over! Wait, oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. These vows to her and me, but in two scales, will eat away and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment with her, I swore.
No, in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! What shall I compare thine eye back with thy lips, those kissing cherries? Oh, let me kiss this princess and pure white the seal of
Oh,
bliss.
spite. Oh, hell, I see you're both bent to sit against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are, and showed you would not use a dissipate song to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with all your hearts. You both are rivals in love, Hermia, and now both rivals in love. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears and a poor maid's eye with their derision. None of noble sort would so afflict a virgin and extort a porcelain patience all to make you sport.
You're unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know, and here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love do yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will until my death.
Never does mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest wife sojourned, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Yeah, but it is not so.
Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found mine ear. I think it thy sound. But why unkindly just thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him by.
Fair
Helena. Roaring guilt's the night, then all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seest thou? Can't this make thee know the hate I bear for thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive that they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Have all the counsels that we two have shared, the sister vows, the hours that we have spent when we had chid the hasty footed times for parting us? Oh, is that all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men and scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly, our sex as well as I might chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who would but now did spur me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit said, let's make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold this sweet jest up. This sport will carry shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, with death or absence you shall have.
Heaven, hear my excuse, my love, my soul, fair Helena.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel. I canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove to him that says I love thee
I
not.
say I love thee more than he can do.
Well, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, we're too tense all this.
Away!
Oh no, they'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet not come. You're a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing. Let loose and shake thee from me like a serpent.
What changes this sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny tartar, out, loaded medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Lysander, I will keep my, Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I see, but we bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Oh, I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore? Oh me, what news, sweet love? And not I, Hermia, or not you, Lysander. I am as fair now as I was erewhile, since not you loved me, yet since not you left me. Why then you left me, oh, the gods forbid in earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you traveler! You wassail! You think of love! Why did you come by night, stole my love's heart from me?
Fine with me. How you want to such a bashfulness? What, will you hear a patient answer from my gentle tongue? Fine, you counterfeit, you puppet, you
puppet! Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures, and she hath urged her height. And with her personage, her tall personage, her high pursuits, she hath prevailed with him. Are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I was never cursed to have you gift. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match.
Lower again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me! I evermore did love you, Hermia, to never keep your counsels, never wronged you. Saved out on love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself into the wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence and threatened me to strike me, spur me, nay, to kill me too. And now so you will let me quiet go. To Athens I will bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go, you see how simple and fond of it I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
Pillows! What? With Lysander?
With Demetrius?
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not abuse him.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was the victim when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Again, nothing but low and little! Why do you suffer her to flog me thus? Let me come to her!
Be gone, you dwarf, you minimus, hindering not breastfeeding. You beak, you acorn. You are too.
Speak not of Helen, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to you, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to prove whose right, mine or thine, is most in Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jewel.
All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your legs, or your hands and mine are brave, but my legs are stronger. Those are alive.
I'm amazed to know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Thou hast mistaken or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you say I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad that it did so sort, for this their jangling I could esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue. Then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius. And from each other wilt thou lead them thus, till over their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty leans doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date shall till death shall never end. While as I in this affair do thee employ, all to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
Make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou coward, thou run away, art thou fled? Speak in some bush where dost thou lie thy head?
What, coward, art thou bragging to the stars and telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars and will not come? Come, recreant, come thou, child. I'll whip thee with the rod, he is defiant who draws the sword on me.
Where art thou there?
Come, follow my voice, we'll try no man to hear.
Go before he still bears me on. I come where he calls, yet he is gone. The villain is much flighter healed than I follow fast, but faster he did fly, that fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if thou but once show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge him.
Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Hide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, but darest not stand, nor look me in the face.
Come hither, I'm here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt by this year, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constrains me to measure out my length on this cold bed.
Thy day's approach looks to be visited.
Oh, weary night, a long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these are my poor company to tent. And sleep, as sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me away from mine own company. Yet but three. Come one more, two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so unwell. Dabbled with the dew and torn with the briars. And no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace in my desires. Here will I thus until break of day. Heaven shield thy
On the ground, sleeping sounds all apply to your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, every man shall have his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, lay thee upon this flowery bed, where I thy amiable cheeks befoy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth hand, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy. What thou desirest to eat, my sweet love.
Truly, a peck of provender, but let not your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I'll wind thee in my arms. Fairy, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy rings the barking fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, oh, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, and now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Beest thou wast wont to be, seest thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud over Cupid's flower have such force and blessed power. Now wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how comes these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes loathe his visage now.
Signs well. Robin, take off this head.
When thou wakest, thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly. And blessed to all fair prosperity, there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus all in jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after the nightshade. We the globe encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. This Demetrius. This Helena, old leader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here and graced our solemnity. But Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermes should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine has passed. Begin these woodbirds but a couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking. I cannot say truly how I came here. But as I think, and truly do I speak, I came with Hermia hither, where we might without the peril of the Athenian law.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I, in fury, hither followed them, fair Helen, in fancy following me. But my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it may be. My love for Hermia melted as the snow. And all the faith and the virtue of my heart, the pleasure and object of mine eye, is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in this temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, this purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
But these things seem small and undistinguishable.
And methinks I see things with parted eye, and everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that we sleep, we dream. It was not the Duke here, bid us follow them.
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Rare vision. I have had a dream. Ask the widow man to say what that dream was. Man's but an ass if we go about and expound this dream. He thought I was. Oh, no man can tell what my dream was. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it in the latter end of the play, before the Duke.
Is he from home yet?
Not be heard from. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If we come out to the play is hard, it goes not forward, doth it?
It's not possible. There's not a man in Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, yet simply the best, but of any handicraft man in Athens.
Oh, masters, sisters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 more lords and ladies married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet boy bottom.
Where are these lads? Where are these lads?
Almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not of what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you it all as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet father.
Not a word of me. All I am to tell you is the Duke hath dined. Get your good apparel together, good strings on your beards, new ribbons for your pumps. Every man look over his part, for the short and the long is. Our play is preferred. No more words. Away, go, away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of. All the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together. More witness it than fancy's images, engrossed to something of great constancy.
Here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now, what masque, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between after supper and bedtime?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted.
I shall see this play, for never anything can be amiss when simplicity and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness or charge and duty and his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, shall see no such thing. Off the prologue is addressed.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
I, snout by one name, present to all, and such a all would have you think that in it had a cranny hole or chink through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly, and this loam, this stone, this rough cast doth show that I am that same wall, and the truth is so. And this crannied hole is right and sinister through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman here to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall, silent.
Oh, grim look night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night which ever art when day is not! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, wall, oh sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy cheek to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. What see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss! Curse thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Oh, wall! Hast thou heard my moans, for parting my bare Pyramus and me? My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now lie to the chink, and I may spy and hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander I am trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not shaffelous to stroke this, but so true.
A shaffelous approach I to you.
Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Ninnies too, meet me straightway.
I like thy death, I come without delay. Oh.
Away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
You, ladies, you, whose a trembling hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creep on the floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lie in rough and wildest rage doth roar. Roar. Know that I once snug am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. If I should as lion come and strike into this place for pity on my life.
This lantern doth the horn moon again. Myself the
This is
man.
the greatest error of all the rest. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am weary of this wood. What he would change?
It appears by his small-lighted discretion that he is in the wane. But in this in courtesy, we will stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush.
Why all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
These two, where is my dog? Roar!
Well shown, Moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Oh, mouse lion, so the lion and they can hear us.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee for shining now so bright, and by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I may take truest of my Thisbe sun. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, what? Thy mantle good, stained with blood, approach ye furies fell. Come, fates, come, cut thread and thumb, crush, quell, conclude and quell.
This passion, the death of a dear friend, will go near to make a man look sad.
You're my heart, but I pity the man.
Where is that lion's friend? Since lion's vial hath dear to flow, my dear Thisbe, dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that ever liked, that ever looked with cheer. Oh, come, tears confound. Out, sword and wound, I that pop of bitterness, I that left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus am I dead. My soul is fled. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die, die. 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 Die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes in her passion and spirit.
Asleep, my love? My God. Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak. Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Gone. Lovers make moan. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade my breast in brew. Oh! And farewell, friends. Thus, this be ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, I assure you, the wall is down and part of their fathers. Would it please you to see an epilogue, or to hear a bergamasque then between two of
No
my
epilogue
company?
Of course, your play needs no excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Lovers too bad, she's almost buried.
Through the hellscape gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite, hop as light as bird from briar. In this city after me, sing and dance a tripping.
First rehearse a song by rote, with each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we shall lead in blessed state.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as mine honest pup, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the pup a liar call. So good night, and to you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.